if they get married, I'm not saying that this marriage will last. Okay? And I'm not trying to be negative because I actually really like Cardi B. I am seeing that they're going to go forward, but the marriage won't necessarily last because there's, there's groupie hoes. There's things. Look, come on, guys, look. There's groupie hoes. There's things going on behind closed doors that it's not being discussed. Okay, so don't believe in the hype. Don't believe in the fairy tale. If you're gonna subscribe and follow this YouTube channel and be a part of my craziness and always sipping tea from the divine, you'll know that I will always tell all my clients and just anyone who fucks with me, don't believe what you see. Okay, the media shows you what they want you to see. Instagram, people on Instagram, they show you what they want you to see, but that doesn't mean that's what it is. So there's a lot of shady shit going on around Cardi B behind this engagement. So we're going to be seeing that subliminally. She might not address it head on because it's a little bit too personal, but we're going to be seeing that happen. So my prediction is if they do get married, it'll be a short. That's my prediction on Cardi. Now, some people that are probably going to stop by and show me hateration and shit, they're going to be like, oh, well, she's just saying that. That's not a prediction. That's a prediction. That was published. That was actually my first video I ever posted on YouTube. That was October 30th, 2017. So that was a year ago. Almost like, that was more than a year ago. So, unfortunately, I predicted it. Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Good morning. This is Miss J and I am back with another celebrity psychic reading, and this is going to be more so of an update. This is going to be about Cardi B and Offset. Cardi B has announced that they have broken up and that they have separated, and she's spoken about divorce and a very 1-minute Instagram video, and all of social media went crazy. Now, I did predicted this in my first video ever that I uploaded on my channel that I showed you guys before I started this video. I also even spoke about it in other videos surrounding Cardi B because this was brewing and this was looming over them emotionally. So yeah, we're going to be basically catching up and seeing what's going on around Cardi. I didn't want to do any readings on Cardi, Nicki Minaj, or none of them because they were stressing me the fuck out all year. And I just thought that their drama was just negative and just annoying and just stressful. But I do want to do a reading on Cardi B, what's going on around her, what's going on around her case, what's going on around Offset. I made my morning tea. This is green tea, no sugar. I'm trying to do this thing where I don't drink it with any sugar. And without further ado, let's begin. So I have my cards laid out and I'm just going to shuffle the cards and see what's going on around Cardi B and how's motherhood and all of that fun stuff. So without further ado, let's begin. If you are new to this channel, welcome. This is Wisdom and Light. I do celebrity psychic readings, monthly horoscopes, and whatever's going on in the cosmos. And if you're someone that's already subscribed and you've been watching and just supporting, thank you so much. I deeply appreciate it. And shout out to all of the people that booked the session with me from last week. I'm fulfilling them this week, and so far you guys have been just amazing, and I really do love connecting and speaking to you guys on a personal, deeper level. It's just amazing that people do reach out for readings. So I do have my calendar finally opened again, but it's not going to be open for long. There's limited seats due to the holidays and due to me being out of town. And if you're not subscribed, but you always kind of stop by, just subscribe. It's for free, and you'll always be notified when I have a reading. You always know. I guess you can hit that bell, I guess. I mean, everybody says that in their videos. I never do. But I don't know, just to stay a part of the whole family and sip tea with me from the divine and just have fun. So I'm shuffling the cards. Now, for my readings, I do strive to put a positive message in the end. Despite how negative the reading could be, despite on what we pick up on, I try my best to make sure that the message is relatively positive, because at the end of the day, this is somebody's life, and I do like to be very mindful of that. Cardi B. Wow, energy's pretty heavy, so I'm still shuffling. Okay, let me stop. 4 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Now, if this announcement of a divorce is a publicity stunt. I'll more than likely see it, but I don't feel like it is because I have been feeling that energy for quite some time. But let's see what is going on. King of Swords, the Tower card, okay, and Page of Wands. Outside influences to help her make this decision. Knight of Swords, and the Judgment card. So no, guys, I don't think this is a publicity stunt. I do feel like she meant what she said when she posted it. And what's crazy is she tried to say it like, you know, we broke up and it's just, it is what it is, and yada yada and la la la. Like, that was the whole vibe for me. But I know, of course, when somebody announces something like that, it's always like heartbreaking to announce it. But let's see what's going on around Cardi B. All right, so we have 4 of Swords. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 of Pentacles, and we also have 8 of Cups reverse. So 8 of Cups talks about disappointment and walking away from a situation that emotionally you were attached to and emotionally you were devoted to. 7 of Pentacles talks about balancing everything out, bringing forth a lot of money, but the money goes out just as quickly. But being that this was the first card I received for Pentacles, Cardi B is really focused on her future, and she's really focused on securing her position in Hollywood. This is not to say that she won't be in the industry for long, but she understands just how much people can easily switch in this industry. Now, before I even jump into this video, I know people that hate Cardi B, or I know people that don't really fuck with her are going to be watching this video, or they may feel like I'm picking sides or whatever the case may be, which is fucking ridiculous to me. But I need to just bring up that I'm going to be as neutral as possible, and I'm picking up on the vibe that I'm seeing. And more than likely, and from what I'm picking up, she is aware, okay? She's not stupid. She's aware that her time could be taken away like that. She's aware that her place in the industry could waver, because she's seen a lot of people switch on her, and she's seen just how easy people could celebrate you and love you and enjoy you, and then the next thing you know it, everybody wants you gone. Nobody fucks with you no more. Nobody likes you. Because let's just be honest. 2017 was a very amazing year for her. So then we go into 2018 and everybody was coming after her. A lot of it had to do with jealousy. A lot of it had to do with shit that she started. A lot of it had to do with immaturity on both sides of the spectrum. A lot of it had to do with so much that happened. And again, not to pick sides, but she's understanding just how easy it is for people to switch like that and to no longer fuck with you anymore. So Cardi, I feel like if anything, you have to make sure that you put your best foot forward, and you have to understand that nobody in this industry, your fans, even people that support you from day one, they're not loyal to you. People can change their mind and be like, I don't want to fuck with you anymore. I don't like you anymore. It's as simple as that. And how you go about it, how you handle it is what matters. So I do feel like she is not worried about her money, but she understands that her position can easily be taken away. And I also get this vibe that not that she can't make no more music, but it's talking about not being able to create the sound that she's normally used to that made people fall in love with her. I think her track that came out, Money, I think it was okay. This is just my personal opinion now. I think the song was okay, but it wasn't a hit. To me, it wasn't gonna like break the charts. I think it was cute. The song was cute, but it wasn't Bodak Yellow, straight up. And I think we all can agree on that. Some people may be like, oh my God, that's biased, but I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. And I've said some other songs that I didn't like from other artists. That's not, it's whatever. But she understands that it's changing for her. She understands that people have turned her back on her. And she understands that she needs to make as much money as she can, because if this stardom goes down, at least she's going to secure her bag. At least she's going to be okay. Personally. Now, she is worried about money. Cardi B is worried about money. because she's always thinking about money. This doesn't mean that money's bad for her, but she's always thinking about securing her bag and making sure that she's okay. She's a money making machine. That's just the motto that she goes by. You know, it's just money, money, money. That's like the vibe I'm picking up from her. And she doesn't want anybody or any man to jump in front of that and ruin that for her. Now, because Eight of Cups comes here, she is sad about the recent events. She is sad that things are not going to work out as planned. Now, let's jump into the next cards that I'm seeing, because these are outside influences. So let's look into the next card. King of Swords, the Tower card, and Page of Wands. So yeah, they are not good, guys. They are not good. And I've said this before, so I feel like I've said this before. They're not okay. And King of Swords talks about someone that is very strong. I said what I said. I'm right. And I'm going to speak my mind, and I don't give a shit if it hurts your feelings. And I'm going to be honest with you. That's Offset's feelings. I feel like Cardi would yell and scream and cry even. And he would just kind of stand there and just kind of be like, I don't know what you're talking about, or it's not even that serious, or we could try to make this work. I feel like Offset is more of a soft-spoken person. Okay, not that he couldn't handle himself, but Cardi B is definitely the outspoken loud one compared to Offset. So I do feel like even though he's more soft-spoken, he says a lot of shit that hits below the belt that hurts Cardi. Okay, so I do see the Tower card here, and I feel like Cardi took a risk and blew up this relationship, because when we think about the Tower, we think about the Tower like burning down and destroyed. And a lot of people get scared when they see the Tower card, but actually, in my opinion, this is actually this is a very not a good card, but it's an eye-opening card to receive in your reading. It means that you need to break down what you've built that you thought that was stable and make something better out of it through the Rebel. So Cardi's starting over again. And then we have Page of Wands. This is her working towards her music. And this is her listening to people that guided her to make this decision. Because I keep hearing people say, I keep hearing people telling her, hey, you out here looking like a fool. You out here looking stupid. So Cardi B made this decision, and she walked away. Now, I feel like what caused Cardi B to walk away were very competitive women, because this is Knight of Swords. Competitive energy, competitive vibes stepping in her relationship and challenging her. And I keep seeing people in her DMs sending her like sex tapes, sending her pictures, sending her nudes, sending her all this stuff that is relevant to Offset. And I don't want y'all to think that Cardi, okay, never mind. Let me just say this. Cardi B watches what's being said about her on social media. That goes without saying. Everybody knows that. I wouldn't be shocked if she watched my videos. I actually found out that a few celebrities watch my videos, and I was kind of shook by that. Thank you, analytics. I actually found out that a few celebrities watch my videos. Hence why I'm not like fucking rude through my readings, but I will always be honest and say how I feel about them. But Cardi, she made the decision when it was just getting way too much, when too many women were competing against Offset through DM and through social media. So she was noticing that, and if you see this face, it's like, what the fuck? So that was Cardi B's vibe. And the Judgment card came through. So she was judging the situation before she walked away. And I'm actually picking up, she walked away a little bit after her birthday. She walked away in October. They've been broken up since, I want to say they've been on the rocks since September. Like, they've always been kind of weird, but they were like going at it September. And she made the decision October. Straight up. She made the decision in October, and they said, let's just kind of put a good front that we're okay, because I don't want the blogs. I don't want people in our business. So that's what I'm picking up for Cardi B in regards to her emotions about this. There's a lot of heartbreak in this spread, but it's not reconciliation if that's what you guys are hoping for, or that's what you guys would like to see with them. But guys, please take y'all time when y'all date these men. Please take y'all time. Please take your sweet time when you're getting to know a man. Take your time when you're getting to know a woman. Take your time. I don't understand why people rush into relationships. Relationships, that's like getting to know a whole person. And it doesn't make sense to me. Like, granted, I understand the passion, the love could be there. But for certain people, it could work. But for most people, it doesn't. So I always preach, hey, don't rush, because there is no finish line here. There is no race here. Just glide on in, see how you feel about this person before you solidify anything. Because they were always standing on quicksand. They were never standing on solid ground, ever. And I really do feel like the relationship was driven by their sexual chemistry, by their passion. A lot was driven towards this relationship, but that doesn't mean it was positive. And the thing about passionate relationship, it's a flame. The flame is hot, it's flickering, it's doing its thing, it's dancing. But once you blow that flame out, the flame is gone. And that's with any relationship. When they start, it's hot, it's spicy, it's exhilarating, it's liberating, it's all of those things. And then when that fire burns out, it's like, oh, you still here. Oh, it's kind of boring. And that's when patience, and that's when love, and that's when friendship steps in. And if y'all don't have none of those things I just mentioned, friendship, love, and patience, if y'all don't have any of that shit, the relationship more than likely won't last, because you guys will learn shit about each other that is negative, and y'all wouldn't know what to do about it because y'all were so focused on the sex, the passion. So I do feel like this is what happened with Cardi B. And she learned her lesson. Okay, this is not to like bash her. She learned her lesson from this, and now she knows that she won't do this again. Now here's what's interesting. Cardi B is bi. So I feel like she would actually have a very long relationship with a woman. Like, she would have a stable, long relationship with a woman. Like, kind of like the vibe of Sin and Erica Mena when they were together. I keep feeling like she would actually have a long relationship with a woman if she wanted to. So I'm just going to throw that out there. And if we see that happen, then that relationship will more than likely last. But this doesn't mean that she's giving up on love. Cardi is a hopeless romantic. So that's what that's all about. This breakup. How does Offset feel? Because we expressed Cardi. How does Offset feel? How does Offset feel? Offset. Four of Swords reverse. The Magician card. How does Offset feel? How does Offset feel? Okay. How does Offset feel? Ooh. 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 This Negro is wild. Oh. No fucks are given. Oh. You gotta be the devil card. You gotta be kidding me. Okay. Wow, you know, what a different vibe. I pull Cardi's cards and she's sad. You know, she's going through it. She's dealing with the realization that her man is disgusting or he's a cheater. Those are her vibes. Offset's vibe is like, she argues about dumb shit, because this is Seven of Cups. Ace of Wands, new direction, moving forward. And Ace of Wands, in some people's interpretation, this represents like the penis, because Wands is always like a male type of. I got this from someone that was teaching me tarot. So he's being the magician, using his penis and not really paying this any mind. It's just kind of like, this is so negative. She'll get over it. I'm gonna live my life because this is just too much. Like, I tried to fix it, I tried to make it work, but at the end of the day, I think she argues about dumb shit. And you know, this is probably that passive aggressive energy that Cardi B can't stand, that he does. Now, Two of Cups. So he's in relationships. Not relationships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of Cups. is weird. Who's this water sign woman in this relationship? I think this is the chick that DM Cardi screenshots, and that was the last straw for Cardi B. I think what ended this relationship was screenshots of female scent. Okay, the devil card is an outside influence, and then we have Knight of Wands, which is a kind of back and forth, knowledgeable cards, like two people that have different intellects. Three of Cups, last position. Offset is out here, I don't want to say living his best life, but doing what he wants. And this is why I was just kind of like, wow, that's just unfortunate that despite everything that's going on, you would think the energy would be, let me try to save my marriage. Let me try to fix it. But he feels like it's just as finished as what Cardi B is saying. And I do feel like he's been living his life. Now, I could be picking up on him cheating prior, and maybe he's sitting down thinking, damn, I really do miss Cardi. But from what I'm picking up on, his energy was, I'm going to live my life and do what I want because she's always accusing me of shit, so I'm going to do it. And it's kind of like, well, Cardi's not accusing you of anything. It was all over the news and the blogs that he was just you know, slinging his wee-wee everywhere. So, oh my God, it's just, these cards are so, it's a self-entitlement in these cards that's driving me crazy. It's just, there's no remorse here. Let me try to see if there's remorse. Like, cause these cards are like, she's complaining about dumb shit, and I think she's jumping to conclusions. He's focused on his money. Two of Pentacles, Queen of Swords. He does see Cardi as a Queen of Swords right now. Argumentative, combative, back and forth. And he's focused on his money. He's not thinking about Cardi like that. Y'all have a daughter. Offset, you have a daughter. Well, he has doesn't he have other kids? He does. Offset, you have a child with this woman. Y'all gotta figure this out. Like, this is very whoo. Oh my God. Okay. So, Offset feels like this is beneath him. Offset feels like this is silly. Offset feels like she's jumping to conclusions. Offset feels like this is negative. I need to focus on my music. All she does is argue at me about dumb shit. She's loud. I can't deal with it. And I just want my space. I love her, but I need my space. Whereas Cardi's like, you know what? Have your space. We're having a divorce. And I'm telling everybody so everybody knows how I've been treated. So everybody can know that they were right. So I can just live my life and move the fuck on. And if that results into a divorce, so be it. Now, I pay attention to what people don't say. Cardi was like, well, if that's a divorce, what do you mean if? So let me see if the divorce will actually happen. Because they can just be separated for a long time. And then they finalize the divorce. So let's see. Oh, Jesus. I hope there was a prenup. Oh, my God. If there wasn't a prenup, Cardi, girl, oh, God. Will this divorce happen? These two cards came up. Will this divorce actually happen, and will it be finalized? Will this divorce happen? There goes that penis card again. Ace of Wands have so many different meanings, but someone that's really close to me that has been doing tarot for 30 years always kind of said this is a penis card when it comes up in relationships. Like, they're moving forward with their dick. She always told me that. So let me see if this divorce will be actually be finalized. Oh, and let me just stir this and I am having some political readings coming up next. So that's actually good. I'm gonna have some political videos coming up next. Okay, I feel like, here's what's interesting. I feel like they're going to be separated for a long time, but I do feel like the divorce will drag out. I don't feel like this divorce is gonna be like one and done and quick. I feel like this divorce will kind of drag out a little bit. The reason why I say that is because there's still some unfinished business and feelings here, because the Lover's card comes up. Okay, so Cardi B has some unfinished business with him, like unfinished emotion. She needs closure in certain parts of this relationship because she's heartbroken by this. But interesting enough, of course, there's women that are coming after Cardi. So she's dealing with that legal situation, and I think it was proven that they were fucking lying. But she's dealing with that, and she's dealing with women coming out the woodwork saying, yeah, I slept with him around your birthday, or I slept with him 6 months ago, or I slept with him a year ago. She's dealing with that right now. So it's one blow after another. So I do feel like women are hitting up Cardi B back to back. And I don't feel like Cardi B checks her DMs, because she gets DM'd a lot on Instagram. But back to back, I see it. Back to back, her messages, like the 5 girls down on her messages, have been women that are saying they've had relations with Offset. So it's almost like if she gets all these messages of fuck you, you crazy bitch, I hate you, Nicki Minaj is queen, or if she gets messages like I love you, or if she gets messages like you're a ghetto hood rat, or if she gets messages like oh my god, when's new music, she at least saw 5 messages back to back, isolating all the negative and positive messages, saying their explicit, detailed relationship with Offset. And that's what caught her attention. And I feel like these women were in cahoots. I feel like a lot of orgies and threesomes go on, and these women are okay with that. Again, I'm not against anyone that does that, like whatever, but this is an everyday, not everyday, but this is like a normal thing for them. And I feel like a lot of the women that Offset messed with, those women kind of knew each other. And they're like, I slept with Offset, girl. You did? Yeah, I did. Oh my God, how was it? Like, I'm gonna try to be with him too, but I was with him, but you know, it's okay because he might give you money. Like, that's like the type of conversations I'm in. Like, why y'all women want to sleep with Offset? Like, oh God, it's just like, oh my God, I would not want to touch these rappers. Like, I touched them and I need to take a shower. You just don't know where the fuck they've been. But, oh my God, I just can't. Like, listen, when you, and maybe I'm being a little bit harsh or judgmental, but I'm like, listen, when you are married to someone, when you made a commitment, when you made a promise before God, well, it didn't even look like it was before God. Like, I think their wedding was like in a bedroom or some shit in DR. I don't know. When you make this type of promise, you're supposed to keep that shit. You're supposed to honor that. Do better or worse, but it was bad from jump. And then it got worse, and then it just got like, you know what, fuck it. And poor Cardi was trying to hold on to this. Poor thing. She was trying. These cards are showing that she was trying, but she's done. It's just kind of like, when you do shit like this, you're not honoring the commitment you made before God, before higher being, before spirit. It's just, this is a sacred bond y'all made, and people are just taking marriage so lightly. I don't think marriage has the same weight that it used to. And I feel like I'm a traditional type of girl, so I still value the principles of marriage. So when I see stuff like this, and the man does not seem like he wants to fix it nor save it, it says a lot about him. And unfortunately, it is what it is. And I'm hopefully Cardi can like move on, because this is a mess. Now, what I will say is she needs to focus on her money. She needs to focus on her business ventures. She needs to focus on securing her bag, because like I said before, Hollywood is not a loyal place. Your fandom, unless you're Beyonce or people that have worked in the industry for years and years and years, in the beginning of the year, everything can change in a flip of a dime. Like, in the first 5 years of your career, like, this is when you are like rising, okay? So she has to be very careful and very mindful and have tougher skin to deal with people from Hollywood, to deal with fandoms and all of that. Like, I just think that at this point, surrounding herself with negativity won't help her. and she just needs to kind of release anything that doesn't serve her. So she needs to have tougher skin, and she also needs to understand that make your money, girl, secure your bag, but don't expect to be like the biggest star ever. And what's interesting about Cardi B is I don't think that's her goal. I think she just wants to have fun, make her music, make as much money as she can, and then just take care of her family. Like Nicki Minaj has big goals. Cardi B is just kind of like, I'm here, so I'm gonna make my money. That's her vibe. So where will Cardi B be? Where will Cardi be in this industry in the next 5 years? Where will she be? Will she still be popular? Will she still be popular? Or will she go out into different ventures? So let's see that. Then I'm going to jump back into Offset and Cardi again. Where will her career be in the next 5 years? Oh, shit. Okay, guys, I'm gonna be really honest with you. Cardi doesn't like fame as much as you guys may think she does. I feel like I don't feel like she's going to stay in music for long. I feel like she's going to be someone that makes a club banger. She's gonna make a hit. She's going to do a lot of features. But I'm not seeing that Cardi B likes the industry enough, well, at least the music industry enough to stay in it. She's received a lot of negativity because of just her actions. And of course, she kind of, not that she's blaming the music industry, but a lot of her craziness has came from the fandoms and the music industry. So it left a bad taste in her mouth. She recognizes that she's the star. She recognizes that people kind of want what she has, but I don't feel like she wants to do this in the long run. I feel like eventually she wants to deviate and do other things. Kind of like, I think Cardi B should look into like having a podcast or like her own YouTube channel or her own like her own YouTube channel where she's in control of what she puts out, cuz I'm not saying that she wants to do music forever, guys. I'm just being honest with you. I don't think it's fun for her anymore. I don't think she likes it anymore. I think actually she felt like a lot of people used her. She doesn't like it anymore. She actually doesn't like the fakeness in the music industry. She doesn't like how people are fake. And she doesn't like how people will do anything just to secure and make sure their image is okay. 5 of Cups came up. Now, again, she will always be focused on money. However, it's talking about her walking away from everything could actually mess up with her money. There's more arguing and drama and bullshit to come, by the way. She's thinking about moving in a more secluded area. She's thinking about moving. But she doesn't like it, guys. She doesn't like it anymore. I think music left a bad taste in her mouth. She might kind of disconnect from it altogether and not do it. It left a bad taste in her mouth. So I'm predicting in the next 5 years, we're not going to see as much music from her. we're actually going to see things get a little bit worse before it gets better. And by worse meaning, that's it, I'm done with music. Like that. Because it's so negative. I keep seeing a female coming after her. This could be Nicki Minaj. But then again, Nicki Minaj has been minding her business. So I don't want to start that shit on my channel. But there's a female that's going to come after her again. And of course, there's women that keep coming out the woodwork saying they slept with Offset through her DM. She's attaching everything bad that's ever happened to her towards music. It's almost like I miss stripping. Like, the vibe is like, I should have never did any of this shit. Like, I miss stripping. I could have easily just hosted a lot of strip clubs and been popping like that. Like, I didn't need to do all of this. Like, I'm happy I did it, but this shit is fake. Like, everybody's flawed. Everybody's fake as fuck. I don't want to do this anymore. I will say that the older and more mature she gets, the more she'll understand mistakes that she's made. Okay? Things that she said that probably rubbed people the wrong way. Okay? So I do feel like right now, she's just trying to glide through everything. But she is growing and she's learning. It's saying that she's a slow learner, but when she learns, she learns. Okay? So I feel like, if anything, I don't hold anything against anyone. Like, listen, we all make mistakes and we all say stupid shit. If you can own up to it or at least try to grow from it, then that's really all that matters. I do feel like people like stick to the past. They stay in the past. Not trying to defend, but it is what it is. Like, nobody's really necessarily perfect. And I think Cardi B walked in this industry expressing that she's not perfect and just kind of being who she is, but people pick you apart, and I feel like it gets to her and it emotionally bothers her. And I feel like in the next 5 years we're going to kind of see more negativity, her spiral, and just her just kind of not liking this whole thing anymore. We're gonna see that she just, I don't care anymore. We're gonna see it. Now, will she make money? Will she make money? Because she kept getting 4 of Pentacles and that, you know, the Magician card. Guys, I think she's walking away from music. She's done. She's done. I feel like she's gonna walk away from music eventually. She's done. Yeah. She's walking away. I do feel like she's going to cross over. I do feel like she's going to make good money. But the music industry, I think she's done, guys. She's done. And what are some other ventures that Cardi B will do? Emperor card. What are some other business ventures that Cardi B is going to do? Star card. She's gonna do something else. This water sign woman keeps coming up. She speaks to a high priestess. She speaks to someone and they're guiding her to like get away from this. She speaks to a high priestess or she speaks to a spiritual advisor and they're guiding her that she's gotta go. Eventually. Not anytime soon, but definitely eventually. She doesn't like, guys, the devil card, she doesn't like it anymore. And I do feel like she will do something else. She'll do something else. She should start her own YouTube channel. I keep hearing that will be good for her. So that is what I am seeing for Cardi B. Damn. So she's done, guys. She's done. And she's heartbroken. And her focus is her baby and making money. But in the next 5 years, maybe 5-year time frame, I see her just not wanting to deal with people and do music anymore. I see her walking away. And I see her doing something else that's going to bring her money, but she can be herself and she's not being critiqued by her artistry. She's just, it's going to be like how it started. Like, we vibed with her because she was crazy, she was funny, she made everybody laugh, you know? We're going to vibe with her for those reasons. But the music, the politics with music, she's done. She doesn't give a fuck about it anymore. She doesn't. Last question. What's going to go on with the case? Because the judge is calling her saying, if you don't bring your ass over here, we're going to arrest your ass. We're setting a warrant for your ass. So let me see. Because the judge is like, if you do not pull up We are sending out a warrant. Jesus. So let's see. Like, you know, listen, I don't blame Cardi for feeling this way. Because all of this crazy shit did happen when she joined the music industry. Now, granted, she plays a role in some of it. She could have avoided half of this shit. Mostly, almost all of it. But, you know, I can see where she's coming from. What will happen in court? What will happen in court? Will she serve time? Let me see if she'll serve time. I don't think Cardi is going to serve time. Something's going to be proven that she had nothing to do with what those two dancers, strippers were saying. I do feel like money, she's gonna have to dish out money though. And I feel like she will deal with some form of arrangement where she can't, like probation, like she can't go to certain places. But I'm not seeing prison. I'm not seeing prison. I'm not seeing prison. If I'm wrong, fine, but I'm not seeing prison in these cards. I actually feel like her focus is Offset and figuring out where she stands with him. I'm not seeing it. I actually see things turning around in her favor because they're going to find some information that's not true about what they're claiming. So yeah. So it's either she has a good lawyer or she's going to make a deal with these women behind the scenes for this to go away. Because she doesn't want to leave her baby. So if we don't see that she goes to prison, she made a deal with the women behind the scenes so it doesn't escalate, so they can drop the charges. That's what I'm seeing. If she goes in, if she does go in though, I do feel like it won't be for like ever. And I feel like if anything, she would just get like, she would just have to do like probation and maybe an anger management class or something. Like they're gonna make a deal with her. But she needs to cooperate and she needs to show up. Otherwise, she will serve time. But I do feel like she's going to cooperate. And I do feel like it will get resolved. Okay. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and tell me what you think. Yeah. And I will talk to you guys later. Much love. Mwah. Bye.